Today, Treyarch revealed a bunch of important information for Season 4 of Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. The full intro cutscene was revealed. We have new information on weapons being added in this next upcoming season, a bunch of zombie teasers, one for the new Outbreak map, ZOO, the Outbreak main Easter egg, the upcoming prologue to the Berlin round-based map. What's going on with that? A lot of stuff to go through here in today's video. We're extremely close to 79K on the channel, so if you guys are new and would like to subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate that. Let's try to go for 1,000 likes on the video as well. Let's get started here. The full Season 4 intro cutscene was posted today. We saw most of this in the first portion of the gameplay trailer yesterday. We know this new evil operator with the red mask forces this guy to release the satellites onto these locations in Verdansk and then in Algeria. In the second half of this cutscene that we just saw today, we saw Adler take some piece of intel, a hard drive or something, from the crash site and hides it from his team. Other soldiers yell at him, and Adler just responds with Perseus. Standard operating procedure goes out the window, and the other soldier responds, well, did we get the data recorder? And Adler responds with no, must have been destroyed in re-entry. So it doesn't seem like he's brainwashed by Stitch, at least at this point in time. Maybe it'll become more apparent as the seasons continue for Cold War and Warzone, but that was a super sus exchange there. He clearly found something there from that satellite crash site, put it in his pocket, and that's that. So we'll find out very soon. Another weapon here coming to the game, the Amelie LMG, was also seen in the new trailer. We've been talking about a possible new LMG could be added to the game very soon. I've been saying maybe the HK from Black Ops 1. That was just a theory of mine. It would still be cool to see the HK in the future. We may still have it in the game, but it looks like we're going to see the Amelie LMG first, which is really cool as well. Another weapon here that was spotted, the Kuiperus new SMG type of weapon. Nanakos pointed this one out on Twitter. This is not a confirmed weapon here, but he's just saying it looks very similar to the real life weapon. It does look pretty similar, so we'll see if there's a different name once it's actually added to the game. Let me know down below what other weapon do you think this could be. Now, Treyarch also tweeted out a bunch of new teasers today on top of releasing the intro cutscene for Season 4. They tweeted this one. It's feeding time. Hashtag zombies. Hashtag Season 4. Another cool shot here of ZOO, the new Outbreak location, the new map being released next Thursday on June 17th. Looks like a solid addition to the mode. Again, I do want to see a bit more of ZOO, but it seems like a pretty cool and unique map. Duga was a really fire addition to Outbreak, one of the most unique maps we've seen a part of the mode, so maybe ZOO can live up to the standards of Duga, at least in my opinion. Let me know down below, what's your favorite Outbreak map right now? I would say Duga is definitely up there, and Alpine is up there as well. Leakers the Cheeseburger Boys also tweeted this out about ZOO in Outbreak. I have a feeling ZOO will be important within part 2 of the quest, another underground facility. And I think regardless of any leaked info we may receive in the next couple of days regarding this Easter egg, it's safe to assume that ZOO will be used at least for some part of this next Outbreak Easter egg, probably another underground facility like we saw on Ruka for the first Easter egg, but we don't know for sure. And I definitely like the idea that's been going around the community recently of taking the Ruka bunker from Outbreak that is used for the Easter egg, and maybe also the next potential bunker in the new ZOO map, and making them into standalone survival maps for us to play. That would be really, really sick to see, and honestly might be a bit better than seeing a Nocturne Totem standalone survival map, because the Ruka bunker is in an area that you're not normally in when you play Outbreak. Like, unless you do the Easter egg in Outbreak, you're not normally in that location, so that would be much more of a value to people having that as a standalone survival map, while in Die Machina, you're always running through Nocturne Totem. It's right outside of the spawn room, so it wouldn't be as special. It would still be fun, and I would still want to see it, but I think the Ruka bunker would be even better, a lot better, as a standalone survival map. So hopefully they consider that at some point in the near future. That would be really, really cool. Moving on to some more teasers here. Treyarch also changed their profile picture on Twitter today. Yesterday, it was the new operator we see in the Season 4 intro cutscene with the red mask. Today, it's this icon. To zombie fans, it kind of looks like the double tap perk icon, but there's only one bullet there, and that would just be single tap, I guess. I mean, that would just be normally shooting in zombies, so there's no way that's double tap. This is most likely a teaser for the one in the chamber party mode being added to Cold War multiplayer, which is still really exciting. Definitely a fun mode, and I want them to continue to add more and more of the party games as the seasons continue, and maybe some new party game ideas, ones we didn't even see in Black Ops 2, maybe they could find a way to add cops and robbers into a playlist as a mode. I don't know how they would do that, but that would be really sick as well. Party games are always so much fun, so I'm definitely hyped to see One in the Chamber in Season 4. Now, the third teaser here from Treyarch today, really sick. We have this image, and they say the prologue to our next round-based zombies map begins on June 17th. So for one, this little image, 2W, the defectors are en route. We must move to extract from R. I'm pretty sure this is Ravnov talking to Weaver, and it's also kind of interesting, maybe he's no longer talking to Samantha Maxis like he did back in Firebase Z, because as we know from the intel, she's been freaking out a little bit. She hasn't been cooperating with Requiem, with Weaver specifically, so maybe Ravnov is no longer talking to her. She's no longer really cooperating with him as well, so we'll see what happens here very soon. But everyone's been talking about what Treyarch is actually saying here in this tweet. So for one, this does not mean that the next round-based map is releasing on June 17th, next Thursday. This just means that the second Outbreak Easter egg, which is releasing next Thursday, will act as the prologue to Berlin. This is still really good. It's still good news, because that means the entire purpose of this Easter egg next week is to act as an introduction to Berlin, teasing what exactly might unfold in this next zombies map, teasing Valentina's plans, teasing the location, all of that good stuff. And it will 100% have an ending cutscene that is directly referencing this next round-based map. We might even see a little shot of the map itself in this ending cutscene, maybe a little cinematic of the characters of Requiem going to Berlin, which would be super, super cool. So I'm excited, man, for this Easter egg. This Easter egg will be all about Berlin. The prologue is pretty much just the intro to something. So this Easter egg being the intro to Berlin means that they're going to be revealing a lot of important storyline stuff, and it also kind of hints at Berlin being a really big deal in the zombie storyline. This is a map that they've been working on for several months now, even before Firebase Z. So this is really going to be a map with a bunch of effort into it, probably a really large map as well, a bunch of storyline, gameplay features. Kino might actually be a part of it as well. So I'm hoping for the best, man. It seems like it's going to be a really, really sick map. So let me know down below if you are hyped for Berlin. Something else here to talk about regarding Hijacked being added to Cold War. Nanakos over on Twitter again providing us with such good information. These are images back from the original Hijacked map on Black Ops 2. You can see here, I didn't even know this, Edward Richthofen is teased in this multiplayer map. Super funny here. And he also goes on to say a bunch of the paintings were really interesting as well. And apparently on the original Hijacked map in BO2, there are transit teasers. So it's going to be super interesting to see. Are these teasers, these Easter eggs, still present on the Cold War Hijacked map? Especially the transit references. Will they continue to do very minor teases at Transit? Does this mean we're getting a Transit remake? No, but if they continue to add teasers, if we see new teasers for Transit that weren't present on the old Black Ops 2 Hijacked map, that would be extremely interesting. So we have to keep an eye out, man. Treyarch are goats at teasing stuff like this. They're goats at putting these little Easter eggs that really don't look like much, but are very important for the future of DLC in this game, for storyline, for zombies campaign, even multiplayer. We'll definitely be on the lookout for all of that info. And again, a quick reminder, next week, early next week, we're going to get the blog post and roadmap for Black Ops Cold War and Warzone's Season 4. This roadmap, as I've been saying, is very important, especially for Berlin, but also for all of the other content in general, because as we know, the roadmap gives us a very good idea as to how much content we're seeing and when exactly it's going to be releasing. For Berlin specifically, we need to know, is this round-based map going to be seen on the Season 4 roadmap? If it is, then that means that it's going to be releasing probably before Season 4 Reloaded. If they do Berlin and they say in season usually does mean that we're getting it before the Reloaded update, although sometimes in season also means just the Reloaded update. So we don't know for sure, but again, the worst case scenario here is what they did with Firebase Z, where again, Firebase Z, it was on the Season 1 Reloaded roadmap and it said in season. So it was releasing 2 to 3 weeks, probably over 3 weeks actually, after Season 1 Reloaded came out. So if the same thing happens here, Berlin's on the Season 4 Reloaded roadmap, that would mean that maybe Berlin still doesn't release until 2 to 3 weeks after Season 4 Reloaded, which would again be late July, early August. That's the worst case scenario. No confirmation on that. But again, this roadmap this upcoming Monday, I'll be streaming. It's going to be very important to see when exactly Berlin releases. So be sure to pull up to the stream on my channel. We'll be reacting to the roadmap live, breaking down all of the info. So be sure to pull up then. Let me know down below, are you hyped for Season 4? What are you most excited to see? Berlin, all the other stuff. Hijacked, let me know down below. There are 2 videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check them out. Really do appreciate it, guys. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always. Leave a comment down below. Season 4, if you watch the entire video, is greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.